Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about skills taxonomy and how you can benefit from it. Before going further, I would like to share a personal experience. When I was in my Masters of Business Administration, I always used to think that I should get a job as quickly as I can. But at that time, I didn't know what skills required to get job ready. And we didn't have this much technology or internet to look for. And only the thing I knew was that they conduct interviews for fresh graduates before taking them into the organization. So that's the only thing I knew. So I developed the skills required to answer the interview questions. So how to answer the questions which you don't know, and how you should look, confidently while answering the interview questions. So all this I practiced when I was in my 4th semester. So when I knew that skills, and it was not at all hard for me to get my first job. So I was successful in my first interview. So similarly, I got this topic before you is, if you know the skills the companies are looking for, then it's easy for you to prepare well in advance, and then you can be highly in demand professional in your career, or you can get your job as quickly as you can after you finish your graduation. If you know what skills are needed and what companies are looking for. And many research organizations have conducted surveys, and they said that number of students, 60% of the students are not ready for job. Why? Because they said that they lack specific skills to perform the job, whether it could be soft skills or the technical skills. So my aim is to give you all the information that I know, and then which you can benefit and make your career make a perfect pathway for your career. Now let's get back into the topic. What is skills taxonomy? Skills taxonomy is, if you observe carefully in my previous video, I have spoken about the types of employment that we came across in the last 100 years. Traditional employment, transparent job market, and pixelated workforce. If you observe carefully these 3 types of employment, there is one connected to these ones. What's that one? That's technology. Yes, when there is a change in the technology or increase in the technology, then the processes around technology have started changing. And one is employment. Yes, now more technologies are coming up than ever. Look at artificial intelligence, machine learning. There's so many technologies that are coming up now. And also the job opportunities are increasing around that side, which is technology. Look at companies, they're coming up with new strategies as well. New models such as like Airbnb, which aims only for part-time or independent workers, which you can do business as a side hustle. Uber, Ola, there's so many companies that are focusing on just side hustle or independent workers. So that there is an increase, and once the technology is increasing and there is more demand for people with specific skill sets. So skills taxonomy is a sort of a database that holds the requirements for every job, and it is a very complicated topic as well, and it's a very complicated subject. which I read number of times to explain it in a simple manner. So what organizations or the countries are doing is they're trying to develop this skills taxonomy. And why only now? Why it was not created 10 years ago, 20 years ago? And you may be thinking that human resource department within the organization already got their database. Yes, human resources within the organization is only having their own database, but skills taxonomy is holding much larger information than that. So this taxonomy helps the governments, universities to create or to plan accordingly, because the skills taxonomy shows the governments and the universities the gaps between what skills required and what skills we have. So whatever the gap, they can close by creating different courses for university students. And also the country can manage its skills gap by migrating people from other countries, so which is employee migration. So this is what it is going to help, and how it can help you. There are some companies that are forming up now to create this sort of database. For example, Edcast, Degreed, LinkedIn has got these features already built in. Coursera. So what they do is they try to create the courses that are going to be in demand or that are already in demand. So once you know what skills are going to be in demand, you can learn accordingly, and then you can be in demand by the time you finish that course. So how can you find, because this skills taxonomy is still in progress, it hasn't been completely done, and many experts are saying that it may take longer than expected, because this is how they built is, for example, data scientist has got, like, from my understanding or from any job perspective, there are 3 types of levels. First is junior level, and the second one is senior level, and the third one is subject matter expert. So there are different skill set required for a junior data scientist, and different skill set for a senior data scientist, and subject matter expert would have a different skill set required. So this is all embedded in that skills taxonomy database, and which helps the organizations to find the right candidate with the right skill set. As you may be aware, now companies are not looking for someone to get the training on board. They're looking for someone who has already got the skill set. They can train a little bit, but they want someone to come and hit the ground running. So this is the aim of skills taxonomy, and how you can benefit is in 2 ways. Example, like look at Degreed, Edcast, LinkedIn, and Coursera. Look at the courses that have been developed in the last 1 year or 6 months, and then you will understand where the world is going and what the companies are looking for in candidates. Then you can start developing at an early stage, and you can be in demand as quickly as you finish your degree. And for a migrant, for example, if you are planning to migrate to US, Canada, or Australia or New Zealand, look at their immigration website and look what skills are in demand for that country, and then you can prepare well in advance to get that experience, and you can always be in demand as soon as you migrate to the country. So this is all about the skills taxonomy, and I'm going to share more information in the description below, and have a read when you get chance, and hope you find this information useful. So this helps you to learn the skills required by the companies well beforehand, well before you step into their office for an interview, and you may not end up in any failure. You are going to be in highly in demand professional if you acquire the skills required by the organizations. So hope you find this information useful. If you find it useful, please like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll come back with another topic. Until then, bye. Thank you.